Other than, and his other question is, other than that god-awful Hong Kong 97, what has been your absolute least favorite game that you've done commentary for? Chuck Norris Super Kicks on Atari 2600. Gamer Holocaust asks, are you ever going to do a Zelda retrospective? You'll find out at the end of this video. XO Osaka OX says, hey Necro, congrats on 3,000 subs, and you really deserve it. I still laugh out loud at the first video of yours I ever watched, you commentating on Richard Scarry's Busy Town I used to play as a kid. Anyway, on to the questions. Oh man, I remember that video was fucked up. What was your, he has two questions. What was your favorite subject or class in high school and what made it so awesome? Actually, it's funny, because in my junior year, it was when I had my favorite class was history, American history. And I'd always not liked history. I'd always been I was good at English and math and science, but not so much history. Like I always would have said math is my favorite subject, but history, because the teacher, Mr. Compton, he was so good, and he made it interesting. So that became the class that I looked forward to. And his other question is, there was ever going to be a movie about your life. Who would play you other than yourself, and who would play Julie? Oh, wow. Wow. That's a tough... Who would play me in a movie? You know, it's funny. Like, I could just give you, like, a famous actor or something. My friend Joe, you know, from the John and Joe Show, he's a white guy from New Jersey, and he always said that if there was ever a movie about his life, he would want to be played by Lawrence Fishburne. I mean, I could understand where he's coming from. Lawrence Fishburne is awesome, but it's not really a match. You know, like, I've been told you look like this, you look like that, you know, like I get Jack Black. I like Jack Black, but, I mean, you know what, I wouldn't mind him playing me, because he can act at least. As for Julie, though, that's tough, because, ooh, who would play Julie? I don't know. It would probably have to be an unknown, just, you know, they'd have to find the perfect person. I'm sorry that I really couldn't give you an answer on that, because, you know, it's tough. Fear is a Place to Live 89 says, are you excited for the new Castlevania game? Hi, my name's NecroVMX. Have you met? Of course I'm excited for the new fucking Castlevania game. Blinky10 Ian McNeil asks, do you have a favorite Schwarzenegger line? As in, I guess, a one-liner. God. You know, for some reason, you know, from Total Recall, I don't know why. Well, there's two. One's from Total Recall, where you get your ass to Mars. I mean, that cracks me up. But from Predator, you know, get to the chopper! And from True Lies, the bridge is out! That shit cracks me up. I really liked True Lies, too. It was a shame that James Cameron decided to make crap after that. Second question, what's your favorite South Park episode? Yeah, I like the one that nobody can see now. 200, the 200th episode, which was a two-parter, and the second one was called 201, and it was like banned. I loved that episode. And lastly, do I like the Nostalgia Critic? I don't go out of my way to watch him, but the videos I have seen I did enjoy. This is Raynor asks, what do you think of StarCraft 2? I don't. I have no opinion. I'm not interested. Iani Star says, are you ever going to shave off your beard? Fuck no. That's my fucking trademark. Jean-Luc Captain says, engage. No, he says, Deckard, was he truly a replicant? I hate to say it, but yeah, I think yeah. I mean, you know, yeah, he was a replicant, definitely. No doubt about it. Ridley Scott said so himself. I always liked the ambiguity of it, you know, where it was open for discussion. So that's why I hate to say it. Last page. IELTS Son there says waffles or pancakes. Oh, you gotta make it hard. Pancakes. Mudanchi21 has 4 questions. What inspires you to make vid? Like I said, there's no really... I mean, you know, a lot of different inspirations. AVGN, Mystery Science Theater 3000, other people I've watched, but, you know, it's mostly because it's fun that I keep doing it. What's your favorite game and console? I've answered these so many times. Castlevania Heroes is my favorite game. My favorite console is the Super NES. What have you Oh, have you always hated wrestling, or did you like it at one time and then go off? I never really liked wrestling. I've actually gone to see wrestling at one point because me and my dad went because we had free tickets, and it was enjoyable. It was funny more than anything. The whole like hating wrestling thing is like, to be honest, and I'm surprised people don't get this, but I couldn't give less of a shit about wrestling. I don't really care about it. I don't go out of my way. I just troll bait in those videos. I love saying those things because I get such crazy comments about it that people get all upset if I don't like something that they like, you know? So then I take it one step further and I start directly insulting them. It's all a joke. And do I like Jethro Tull? Yeah, I like Jethro Tull. They fucking rule. Max Spender says, what is your favorite novel, novella, and short story? Oh, Jesus. Favorite novels, Atlas Shrugged. Favorite novella is, Shawshank Redemption. And my short story would be... probably another one by Stephen King, actually, because he's wrote a lot of really great short stories, but... I can't say The Mist. That's more of a novella. Sorry, I couldn't tell you. I mean... Oh, you know what? Everything's Eventual. That was good. Goblin Studio says, Are you my long-lost brother since birth? I don't know, am I? And finally, J.E. Smith... Oh, no, not finally, J.E. Smith. There's a couple more after that. What is wrong with me? J.E. Smith has 3 questions. Have you ever seen or at least heard of the songs from an R-rated Sesame Street parody, Avenue Q? If so, what are your thoughts? The internet is for porn. The internet is for porn. Grab your dick and double-click to porn, porn, porn. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I've heard most of the songs, and I think it's fucking hilarious. Since you didn't cover them in the Batman feature, what do you think of the animated Batman films, Mask of the Phantasm, Sub-Zero, etc. that you've seen? More on that at the end of the video. Out of the ones you've seen, what do you think is the worst American-made cartoon and movie based off of a video game? Oh, wow. Well, probably that, I'll give you the answer to both of those. Pokemon the movie 2000. And Bludgeon420 asks, what is your favorite video game character of all time? Oh, shit. It's Dracula! Mario Hockey 09 says, what is your favorite sports team? Steelers, baby. During the PlayStation era, did you like Nintendo or Sony better? Well, that's a tough one. I mean, there's no question in my mind that the PlayStation was a better console, but, I'm always a big fan of Nintendo, so I gotta say that I like them both quite a lot. I couldn't tell you which I liked better. And finally, Fredediah has 2 questions. What is Mandatory Metal? Where can I go to check it out? Mandatory Metal it's 2 things. It was a live journal community for like file sharing that I ran, still run really, but it's kind of dead now because everybody doesn't really use LiveJournal anymore. And it was also a weekly radio show that I did for something like 60 episodes. Yeah, I mean, if you hit me up on AIM and I'll hook you up with an episode or 2 of the show if you like metal. And finally, his last question, will you do any more contests where the winner gets their request put at the top of the list? Probably not for a long time. That was kind of a pain in the ass. So, alright, thanks for all the questions, and now comes the announcements. Some of the questions are getting answered by my announcements, which is why I said wait till the end of the video. So just to talk about stuff coming up, starting Monday is the new feature, which I believe is... Shit. Yeah, it's Castlevania Judgment, I think. Where is Judgment? Castlevania Judgment on the Wii. And that's going to be pretty cool. And also the results videos from the Guess the Graphic Round 1 will continue. And after that is Guess the Graphic Round 2, and then there's the Star Trek feature. And then, the graphics are always going to be between the features, but right now what I have on there is unannounced Super NES playthrough. So to tell you what the new playthrough is going to be, Chrono Trigger. Gonna do a playthrough of Chrono Trigger. Been wanting to do that for a long time. So, be sure to check that out. Also got lots of new things planned for the future. In late October, leading up to Halloween, we're going to have a feature called 10 Days of Frankenstein, which is going to be movie reviews, so keep an eye out for that. Speaking of movie reviews, in February I will be doing another month of 28 movie reviews. If you remember, in February of 2009 I did the James Bond movies, and in February of this year I did 28 Stephen King films. the theme of the next one is going to be comic book movies. So, all movies based on comic books. That's why I didn't mention anything about like Mask of the Phantasm or Sub-Zero from the Batman animated films. Because those are the ones that I didn't cover when I did Batman movie reviews previously. So, looking forward to that. And sometime in about... This one's not set in stone. This is set in shoe polish. But around March, you should be seeing the next big retrospective feature, The History of Zelda. So, probably around March I'll be putting those up. That's not set in stone. And but going back to where we are now, after the Chrono Trigger playthrough, the next thing is going to be something to do with Mega Man. I'm not telling you just yet, but it will be something to do with Mega Man. So, I hope you all enjoy this. I'll see you guys again for questions when I reach 4,000 subs. It's going to be cool. So, yeah, hope you had fun watching this. Peace out.